Hi there, today is Sunday the 23rd of March and it's day 42 on the allotment. When I got over here there was actually quite a lot of my allotment neighbours here, and we were getting down to work and then straight away the heavens opened and it's chased most people away. But there's a few of us that are still here, so we'll get on with it. Well, we are past, according to Monty Don, the spring equinox now, which means there's more light than there is night during a 24-hour period, and that's when a lot of crops start to change as well. Apparently the garlic and the onions change their focus from putting on leaves and growing tall and now start to bulk up the bulbs. So it's from this point on that I should hopefully start to see something. The other thing, of course, is that St. Patrick's Day was during the week, and so this is the first weekend after St. Patrick's Day, and so I really should start getting some potatoes growing. What I'm going to be using are these bags that I purchased from JBA Seed potatoes. Now I know that over on Andy's channel he's just started a new series called My Little Garden, and I was also going to be using these. I didn't know that he was going to be using these, and I don't think he knew that I was going to be using them, but it just so happens that we both started using them at the same time. Now, I got them, I've ordered about 25 of these, and they feel very strong. I tried the Poundland bags last year and they just fell apart. They were also really difficult to carry. So these have got stronger handles, they're made of sturdier stuff, and so I think that they'll last more than one season. If you buy them in a pack of 5, they are around 160, 170 each. So if they do last, then that's a really good buy. So that's what we're going to try. Now, one of the first things I was concerned about was drainage in these bags. They didn't appear to have any drainage. So I've poured some watering cans full of water in here, and I did that about 5 minutes ago. Now, it is draining out a little, but certainly these look as if they're watertight. Now, if they drain out a little, of course, that means that it will keep the moisture and not dry out too quickly, but ultimately will go away. But all the same, that's 10 litres that I poured in there, and you can still see it glistening around in there. So those are by no means quick draining. So I don't know if I should put some slits in these. Maybe if anyone's got an opinion on that. Okay, so we've started. Now, what I've done is now if you saw yesterday, what I did is I added some chicken manure and also some fish blood and bone to the compost, because coir doesn't have nutrients on its own. It is purely a sort of friable soil, but it doesn't actually contain any goodness. So I added that, but what I've also done now is put 2 to 3 inches of soil in the bag. Then I've added some more of the manure, and then I've put my potatoes in. Now, these are Anya, and Anya are very small. So the bags say it can take up to 6, so I figure that that's 6 if you're growing small potatoes, which Anya are. So I've put 3 in there. If I had a bigger potato, say a King Edward or a Golden Wonder, then I might have only put 2 or possibly even 1 in. So what I'm now going to do is put another 2-3 inches of soil on, and then I'm going to put another few Anya in, and then put another couple of inches of soil on top of that. Okay, so now what I've done is, you saw the way they were before, which was sort of here, here and here. Well, what I've done is sort of, let's just move that around a little bit, is to put it in the gaps. There's another 2 inches of compost on top, there's some more chicken manure, and then there's 3. Now this is the maximum that they say that you can put in, and for these 2 bags, the first 2 which I'll label, this will be the maximum. I'm going to put fewer of them in the next lot so that we can have a comparison and see which works. Exactly the same in this one. So we've got 6 in there altogether. Well, one of the main things that I bought these bags was because I'm going to be carrying them around. I'm going to be moving them around the plot. So it was important to me that they were strong. And certainly the handles, the actual manufacture of them, seem to be just like the description. So I'm very pleased with that. Well, as you can see, all that compost is now gone. It's been put to very good use, because that's the last of the bags that I can plant today, because I have no more compost. Okay, well, these are the bags. Now, from left to right, the first 2 at the back have a layer of compost which is enriched with fish blood and bone, and it's also had chicken manure added to it. It's got a layer of 3 potatoes, and then another layer of compost and manure, and then another layer of 3 potatoes, and then a layer of compost on top of that. The one next to those, so at the back on the far right, that had a layer of 3, and then on top of that a layer of 2, so there's 5 in that one. And then both of these 2 at the front have 4, so 2 layers of 2 with compost and manure between all of them. So let's see if there's a difference, and if we get significantly more potatoes with those bags. And that really brings us to the end of the day now. The sun's getting very, very low in the sky. It felt good to get my potatoes going. I haven't planted every potato I've got. I want to stagger it, but we're well underway there. The rest of the time I've spent doing some weeding, so I'm feeling good about that, getting things ready for my onions and my garlic to come along. Next week the plan is to first of all go to the Edible Garden Show, so I'm looking forward to maybe running into a few people there. And then on the Sunday to be back down the plot, doing more and carrying on digging, getting things ready for my leeks. Well, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time on The Allotment. Goodbye.